Hello, welcome back. So we are doing Mirage now. It's going to be eFrag. It's their choice. It is their choice. They managed to win 16-13 against Kinguin's pick, which was Train. And I mean, Kinguin actually played very well. It was a pretty clutch of eFrag to come back into it, but they did it. They managed to pull it through, and that means that we could potentially see a 2-0, because this is what should have happened in theory in our first best of 3 tonight.
Yeah.
Let's get like, okay, we've won Inferno. Now it's time to win our map, guys. But then they had some, some issues, problems. Yeah. So we didn't really get to see that play out as maybe it should have done. But this map, this could be different.
It could be different. And from what we've seen so far, not that it's a whole lot from eFrag on Mirage.
It is against Peter.
Yeah, it's not Kinguin.
Team.
Yeah, it's not Kinguin. I mean, you can try to hype him up as much as you'd like, but like Peter is not Kinguin. That's just the bottom line of it. But still, like the fundamentals of what eFrag were doing are, would still look solid, even if they were playing against the worst team in the world. Like you can see that their ID they have behind their setups and what they're doing and the rotations are really good, and that's something that you can bring with you as something to keep in the back of your head going into this one.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see how this is going to play out. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen Kinguin play that much just in general, and I can't remember the last time I saw them play on Mirage. So this is a bit of an unknown for me, and I'm not sure if they've played it that much either after Dennis joined up. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But I would favor eFrag going into Mirage.
Yeah, me too. Especially after yesterday's CT, it wasn't so much their fragging, but it just you could see behind the fragging there was a solid base.
Yeah.
Of groundwork that had been done to create some consistency and good fundamentals. So they bring that in with some of the skill we saw, then they should be able to put up a really good fight on the CT side. But it's about getting that CT side, which they're not going to get to start with, which they got every time yesterday against Peter. But today they get to be put on the back foot in a manner of saying. We get to see more T rounds from them, which is never a bad thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not that much of a backside for eFrag, is it? That's kind of the weird thing. So the other team might be like, yay, we get to start CT side. And it's like, oh, damn, we're playing eFrag.
that was the joke before, wasn't it? Like, they kind of
like, do we really? Yeah, exactly. Like, if they win the knife round, it's like, should we play T? Yeah. No, yeah, it's a weird dynamic. But, well, here we go. eFrag actually doing the same thing they did yesterday versus Peter. So if Kinguin... So basically what's this going to be, they're going to fully commit to this A push with 4 people and have Dreamer with the bomb just push out by himself.
We didn't like this yesterday.
No, I don't like it today either.
Yeah, it works if everyone dies on A. I guess that's when it kind of works. But we have Kinguin in a situation where they survive with more than enough players.
This is the exact same position they found themselves in yesterday as well, with 3 people alive.
But let's see how it plays out, because they must have been in this position multiple times and like, okay, well, it's always going to be Dreamer. He's always going to be 1 on 3. It's fine.
Favorable.
He knows what he's doing. But you're against Kinguin here. These guys are pistol masters, pistol aficionados, pistol extraordinaires.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say pistol martyrs.
Yeah, I kind of said pistol martyrs. But here we go.
Marksman.
We've got the defuse. And the only defense I could come up with yesterday for this, because this is the problem with fakes, is that if you do it like that, where you've only got one guy going for the plant, okay, you get the plant. Good luck winning the round in that situation. Yeah. But you guarantee the plant, which is also, it does reinforce the style that they've been going with, which is getting those force buys out there with all the grenades, because we see that here. And that's the interesting thing for me, because maybe they do like to do this because they want to lose the round. And that sounds ridiculous, but maybe that's the kind of thing eFrag would want to do.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you consider what King would have bought up now, they've got a Colt on Scrim, they've got a Colt on Dennis. If they lose this round, they're going to have to do 2 ecos.
They're playing to money screw, and that might actually be the logic they're using. It's kind of twisted. And
it's borderline insanity.
It really is. It's one of those things that's so crazy, it might just work. But you can see here, guys, they're getting kind of battered, and they need the bomb down.
They did.
That was close. Yeah, they got 2 frags as well, so the thing is...
They're going to force buy again.
Yeah.
100%.
They commit themselves into
because I feel like this is almost identical to what we saw versus Peter. They had a similar first eco or force buy round versus Peter as well. Peter managed to handle it. And then they would lose the round we're about to see. So I'm expecting...
they're going to buy. There's no question.
Yeah. Not Tech Knights this time though, because that's what they did versus Peter. They decided to go for Tech Knights and then more nades.
Well, they're keeping it interesting at the very least. I mean, it is. They're
bringing something new every day.
It is very, very interesting. I'm curious whether or not we're going to see the same situation happen before, because as you said, it wasn't a proper hold previously. I think they went for like a wall of smokes and they just completely obliterated the.
Is this the contact? Yeah, they're going on contact. This is deja vu.
Here we go. Contact play, and Viktor's going to stroll up and it's going to say, "Fox, you're dead." Now who else is going to die?
Nobody.
Okay, no one, not the Viktor at least.
Dennis is a beast.
So 4 and 4, and again, this is a spot where they at least need a lot of damage here. At least 2 more frags is what they need to happen. There's 1, and there's a 3 on 3 now. Here's a great angle. Bubble's going to get traded. Now they've got quite a few frags. So spyleadeR's in a good spot. No Molotov for him to be sneaky with. Oh, there's the re-defuse. Now he can go out. He goes for the shot. He gets the kill on the defuser. That is absolutely huge. They're going to win the round, and that is incredible. I have no words for that round and why they won it.
Oh man!
But it happened, and now
it's E-frag, man.
It happened. Now it's exactly like you said. This is what happened yesterday. Then they ended up winning this round, and in fact, I think they didn't they 12-3 or something on. No. That was the.
No, they didn't get the chance to play much more because they had such a good CT side. But I wouldn't put it past them to do that, to go on a massive run.
Let's have a look. We're going to see some crazy plays. Scream gets the good timing, and he's going to get the good frag as well. spyleadeR's down straight away.
Yeah, and well, Kinguin actually being able to stay alive with one guy in that round allows them to buy up.
Because this is the real round, really. Because it's like, okay, you've done the damage, you put them off balance. Now you've got to finish them off. This is like the finishing part.
Fatality move from Mortal Kombat.
Exactly. Like the guy is. Like the referees, you know, hitting the floor. Everyone's doing the countdown, and they get back up. Just need to knock him down one more time.
Yeah.
And Dreamer with 1 HP, I don't think he's going to find that. We see a very disjointed round here. I guess in part because of Scream with a very fast pick into Palace, but at the same time, you know, with 4 players, you can definitely mount something. But their attack into middle was very. There's 2 players. It was very disjointed.
Yeah, it was, and I think they might have been a tad surprised by the fact that Kinguin decided to buy up as well, because when they played Peter yesterday, Peter decided to do an eco, and that allowed E-frag to kind of calm down their economy and just play out things nice and slow for and not face any real opportunity. But I think, you know, E-frag are not done with this. If Dreamer is able to hold on to this AK, I think we're going to see another buy. And I think we might just see a contact play coming out, because that worked so well in Mirage for them.
How much money do they have right now? I guess they have 4K at least. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, okay.
They're really scraping bottom, but it's enough to buy Tech Knights.
Oh my god. They're gonna have $1,400 out of this, which means they're gonna be at best 2K on people. No, not even 2K. So no one even had any money left.
Are they actually gonna eco?
The
restraint they're showing right now. It's
the funny thing is that there's an argument to force buy it, because they will need to double eco anyway, so they actually should do it.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, they were just late on it.
Yeah, this is the only way to play this, I think. With the AK saved, because you can't really logistically play the AK save again without trying to win the round. It doesn't make sense, so you have to force it.
Yeah. This is one of those justifiable.
Yeah, you got to do it. There's no other way.
We would actually give you a hard time for not doing it at this point.
There's a guy in shadow. Is anyone going to deal with him?
Dealt with.
Camera's going nuts. But they are going to be getting the frags. Good entries from
They're going to get the bomb done as well.
Can they find some guns? That's what they need. Are there any guns? Guns?
Do they really need it?
Exclamation mark guns.
They have a really good... I think they have an okay after plant position here. The one guy on side, Bubble, he's in a pretty awful spot, but... the rest of them could do some damage here.
That's a pretty early incendiary as well, although... Run through. Oh my god! You have to be kidding me this time as well. NKL gets 2. Is there time? There's time. He's got it.
Oh boy.
That was 2 bullets. 2 headshots. 2 kills. That's nuts.
They like to make it interesting, that's for sure. Jesus Christ. I was thinking, like, for a second there, I was like, oh, but he could have killed Dennis when he ran through the smoke, and like...
Yeah.
Because Dennis was completely occupied with the guy down in pit.
Yeah, their post-plants positions were really awkward.
Yeah, I think it was mainly Bubble's position that was, poor, because there's not a lot he can do.
There's nowhere to go, is there? Really?
Yeah, he can get naded out, Molotov'd out, and so he kind of has to go in the aggressive, but he has no real indication of where to be. And there's contact play coming out from E-Frag, easily handled by Rain.
The damage here from Mikail, but at least they got the bomb down in the previous round, and they got some damage out of it too. So here we go. We'll have E-Frag. I mean, they're really not off to a good start here. This is looking quite atrocious at this point. They had a lot of opportunities, which they tried to push the edges, but again, a lot of it was high risk, high reward plays, and it wasn't just winning one round, as we saw. There was this key point which they needed to overcome, and they weren't able to do it.
Yeah. Well, eco time for E-Frag. So this should be a clean and easy. Clean up for Kinguin here, and there we go. Nobody dies, barely anyone taking damage on the Kinguin side. But this is where I'm interested to see what E-Frag can actually do, because they've had pretty, I guess, broken buys in a sense up till this point. This is going to be the first time where they have all the nades, they have, all AKs as well, if they're going to go away from that A site. Because we've seen them do some pretty badass strats versus the B-bomb site. They have this insane fake. But I guess Kinguin are playing really disruptive right now.
Yep.
So that's really messing with E-Frag's mojo. And there we go. Viktor to return on Maikelele, so it's an even playing field right now, and Dreamer actually is going to take out Fox as well. And all of a sudden, everyone on Kinguin is just falling like flies.
Ooh, yeah, they are getting rather... Well, this is not looking very nice for Kinguin. It's been a very smooth round for E-Frag. And they just finish it off, but Rain's position is quite strong. He's going to get an easy kill onto spyleadeR as he gets the drop onto him. Surprise factor is pretty strong. He's going to go back in for another peek. There's not much to lose here as he looks for that angle. Does he want to keep hold of the weapon? They aren't going to challenge him, so E-Frag playing it well. Kinguin playing it well also. I mean, it's kind of a mutual understanding that, okay,
this round is over.
Yeah, no one wants to die right now. Nobody at all on either side.
It's not worth it for any of them, really.
So E-Frag are back into this with a round win, but what does this do to their economy? Let's check the scoreboard and see where the teams stand. So we're going to get
Dreamer and Viktor are going to drop off, yeah,
onto all the E-Frag players, and yeah, Kinguin with quite a bit of cash to play with. So a lot of work still needs to be done by E-Frag to get themselves really back into this, because they kind of dug themselves into a bit of a rut. It's actually kind of nuts that they brought themselves back out at this point, but it could get worse for them.
Oh yeah, losing this round?
Yeah.
That could spell all doom and gloom. But it's pretty expensive being CT, so, winning this round, that's going to put Kinguin in the situation where they have to decide whether or not they want to force up, or if they want to play it safe and go for an eco, maybe try to get an op once again on Maikelele, that type of thing. So Kinguin are not, in the clear by any means, and right now, could this be the setup for the B strat I'm hoping for?
Ooh. What do you think?
No, it's not. This is just a very standard B split.
Nice.
All right, now B push. No, it is. It is. What? There we go. And the rotation has happened.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Absolutely lovely stuff. But Rain is there to lock down connector. Very key position, and that's the bomb down. That is the round dead. Thanks to Rain. But yeah, that's really cool. I don't think that I've seen that very recently, this strat, but not even Dreamer can save this one. spyleadeR is in the B-bomb site, and he's not really going to have a chance to win this round.
There's not much he can do. I'm actually surprised that he's not opting to just run away, but I guess 40 seconds left. Kinguin have borderline enough money to justify hunting him. He might actually end up with spyleadeR picking up a frag here. This is smart.
Here he goes.
Is he going to go for the knife as well, or? No.
Trying to play it safe. Good stuff, and yeah.
There we go. But okay, yeah, so they did the B split. I think the only thing that, well, obviously, Rain being in a perfect position to deal with that was the big issue, but imagine if Dreamer plays a tad more offensive in from apps, he can probably cut off Rain getting into that position as well. So there's definitely opportunity for E-Frag to get something more out of it. And you can see Kinguin definitely fell for it. They had 4 people pretty much on that B-bomb site by the time you had guys coming up connector.
Yeah, complete and utter chaos. complete and utter chaos for eFrag to capitalize on. Rain in the steady hands in amongst all of that though.
Yeah.
And good hold here from Fox on Connect. He does take a lot of damage though, so he's a little bit fragile at this point. And I wonder how eFrag are going to handle middle control, because they're looking to get the players in connector, because they have the setup on Palace and Slopes. They're going for that A play, the triple prong, the three-pronged attack. Maikelele's in good position. Oh, he's going to come back in, but somehow he gets the frag there. I don't believe it. It's going to be Rain who's holding down things as well, and that's a double for him over by CT boxes, by the toll booth. It's looking clean as you like. Kinguin once again. It was a nice round being set up by eFrag. I appreciate what they were trying to do, but they just couldn't execute some of these kills. Kinguin are top notch when it comes to these battles. Yeah.
No, they definitely are. And right now, this is not going the way I expected it to go for eFrag. But they've also, you know, it's like you talked about, they could very easily fall down into that pit that they found themselves in the first 7 rounds. That's kind of what we're seeing right now. And, well, that was a fairly easy cleanup for Scream and Fox.
I would say that eFrag, they only really need to get like 4 or 5 rounds, I think. But it's getting close to the point of no return there.
The problem is that they're in this situation where they have to eco every other round. So, and with a situation like that, you're not going to get that many grenades to work with every buy round, and you basically have to get so much done to even affect a Kinguin who's on a roll like they are right now. Yeah, if you're going to affect their economy, you're going to have to kill 3 or 4 people each and every time.
Yeah, I love how solid Fox has looked as well on Connector. And we will even have a push on Slope from Rain. He's going to go straight to T-spawn, and that's always a nice move. If you can get it, so much info. And
but if he goes up mid and these guys slide, okay, now he's going to be able to find at least one. Viktor is bound to die.
There's no way that he's going to turn around. And he's going to get down, and there it is, Dreamer with a reaction. Nice, just dispatching Rain there. And that actually puts it to a 3-on-3, but that position boosted up on the box from Maikelele is, this is like the guaranteed, you at least get 1 hit, probably 2. And Dennis is the distraction. He's the bait, and they think, oh, it's nice and clean now, there's nobody here. He's got the AK, so they can't even see the barrel, which is really, really nice, because the M4A1S silenced or the silenced M4 is a very long weapon.
And oh, that's a shame. Executed. And you could see that they wanted to plant for short because Dreamer had the potential to play that after plant position, which would have been really good, but there's no way for them to actually trade with Maikelele actually after he picks up that first frag. Yeah. So that just straight up wins Kinguin the round. That's a risky play from eFrag, but I guess in the situation there they felt like they kind of had to go for it. They had no information as to where the remaining Kinguin players were.
Counter-terrorists win.
Okay, so a big round score for Kinguin, 10-2. It's really, really nice for them. They've been playing very solidly indeed. They've not really fallen too heavily for any of the shenanigans from eFrag, and when they have, they've been able to fall back on some really solid Counter-Strike. Some good individual plays. And now back to the usual eFrag that we've seen. Scrapping together what they can. With a lot of grenades. And throwing them all in the sky.
Yeah. There's the smoke off as well, so luckily for eFrag this time around, they're only going to have 1 guy going past.
He got hit in the head by that grenade. Sorry to interrupt you there. We're actually going into this push now, and it's really good positioning from Kinguin because, oh my goodness, they don't spot Rain in time. He gets a bunch of kills there. Oh no, it's all going wrong again for now as they are trying to get things done, but it's not happening. And playing 2 players close like that is so good when you get these rushes coming in. Oh no.
They're not even aiming in the right position. That's unfortunate. So, yet another round where eFrag actually get a bomb plant, but they can't actually defend it.
Indeed. So, Kinguin, another good defense. Good stuff there from Rain actually in that position. And Kinguin now could very well close this one out very fast if they're able to pick up the next 2 rounds. And it doesn't, they don't give me any cause to doubt that they will be able to do that from what, I mean, eFrag, they've repeatedly been throwing stuff out at Kinguin, but that said, if they just pick up their 3rd round, they can at least give themselves that buffer, that, you know, third or fourth round, give themselves a little bit of a buffer to work with, so they don't get completely annihilated on the course of that. 2 to 3 rounds is very, very different.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It is a very, very different beast altogether. 2 rounds, you lose the pistol, you can't afford anything, it's forcing you to get wrecked. 2 rounds, you can at least get a buy in there, even if you lose the pistol. Bomb plant coming in from eFrag once again, but they're very low and out of position. The Kinguin they just sweep them up. I don't think eFrag expected Kinguin to post rounds like this unless he's inside.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like it. And I think this is like the nth round where we've seen eFrag get out to site. There's a 3v3 or, you know, 4v3, that type of thing. And Kinguin always come out of it with 3 people alive.
Yeah.
They've just been able to build such a strong economy, and I'm not sure where it falters for eFrag, but they seem to be able to, you know, claw their way onto a bomb site with getting somewhat even frags or even trades, and after that in the afterplant they just fall completely together.
Yeah, it's nice to witness clean CT play. And here we go, we get the last round coming in, and it's again very clean. That is absolutely gorgeous stuff there from Kinguin. They managed to annihilate eFrag.
That was quick and easy.
That was a strike right there. All the bowling pins
fell
down the
hole. I was about to say, because Maikelele was pointing it out, do you hate the B bomb side? Like, yep. Because pretty much what we saw, we've seen, I think we saw 2 rounds end up on B, and the third was a fake.
It is interesting because they didn't really get themselves. The thing that was lacking there for eFrag was the lack. They didn't really present good mid control. Didn't build interconnect. Didn't build into short properly. They did try. They tried a couple times, but I think they got discouraged. But either way, it is eFrag holding down things at the moment, so they are giving themselves that key opportunity to start with a good economy. But then Maikelele's got something to say about it. Nice taps coming in from him. He gets 2 quick kills to try to even things up, and with a bubble that's very, very low, Maikelele has set Kinguin back on the path to maybe a quick map. Now, we do get the bomb on the floor here for the CT. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Maikelele's working on the ace now. He's barely being tagged as well. So Viktor, can he stop it? No! Maikelele gets all 5, and he pulls his team out of a horrible situation with ease, such proficiency. And now, Kinguin, they are going to take this map in a very, very quick fashion.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, we're looking at 16-2. What a piss around that was for Maikelele, though. I was just cool, calm, and collected, one-tapping people.
Absolutely. eFrag have to feel completely gutted, and they only got those 2 rounds. So again, as we spoke about, now they're in a really hard position when it comes to the eco this one, and well, okay, then sorry, they forced by this one, and they forced by the next one. That's actually more or less all they can do. I mean, you actually have to force play. You need to give yourself 2 chances. You can't really save. You have to give yourself 2 chances.
Because if you eco in this round and then buy up in the next one, it's still not going to be that much better equipment you can get a hold of than force buying anyway, like with pistols and armor. So you might as well try twice and see how lucky you can get, but
didn't expect this result.
Oh no, me neither.
What would have happened, I wonder, if we get the knife round going to eFrag?
Yeah, that's a good question. But I definitely expected way more out of eFrag on the T side. It seemed like they were able to get to bomb sites. Like as you can see, they've planted quite a bit.
Vendetta, I just realized something really bad.
What?
eFrag. Cash is the next map.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Kinguin's best map. It
true.
is their best map. I'm pretty sure. I think it's safe to say.
I will say though that I do think eFrag is going to get more rounds than VP did versus them.
Well, that's
a bold prediction for the next map.
Yeah. The thing about okay, we'll talk about cash when we get there, because of course we still have another round to play out here, and we'll get the next force buy coming in from eFrag, and oh, what a buy it is!
It's a glorious buy.
Look at how they're playing this though. They're actually pushing 3 players towards B.
Well, we saw them do this versus Peter. Except they didn't have 3 people doing it. They would oftentimes have 2 people pushing through B apps, and some rounds they would have a single guy pushing underpass. Now they just kind of combine the 2, but I'm not really sure why they went that heavily.
I think it's because they want to play for the trays. If they don't get the trays, and they know it's clear, then they know that it's going to be an A play, guaranteed. And then they rotate everyone instantly. Yeah. I guess that's the idea.
But I think you can get that with 2 players as well.
Okay, we have the execution coming in from Kinguin. And they're taking a lot of map control here. Very good positioning. Fox goes down on stairs. That's an important one. And 2 versus 2 now as Dreamer picks up the kill onto Maikelele. He's only got an MP7, so it's going to be tough. He's got the Deke as well, looking for these stray shots. Oh my goodness, there comes the tap. And what a way to finish a Mirage. It's a classic ending for a Kinguin match with a Scream AK tap to the face. So now we go into the last map, Cash. And the reason I think this is the best map for Kinguin is because on the CT side, they can always force aim duels. There is at the end, you can do whatever you want, but they can always get their aim battles. And with a team like this, as we saw against VP,
it kind of works.
It works. It really works on Cash. It really does.
Yeah, no, it's going to be exciting to see. So I guess it's on eFrag to play in such a manner where the aim duels aren't really going to be that efficient. So basically, if you get up in their face, it's harder to really rely on your, I guess, your steady aim.
I think really good Molotov usage is absolutely key on the T side. I think a lot of executes absolutely key. eFrag are a team that have those, but whether they go to them in the right spots, that's really, I guess, the question. And I guess we'll find out the answer very shortly, guys, because we'll go into the map after a short break. So please stay tuned. We'll be back right after this.